I hope you're enjoying my early morning commute. Very, very strange to be down in the capital in London instead of somewhere up north or in Scotland. Yeah, it's just brilliant again to be back on the road and making content at the biggest football clubs possible. But look, here I am at Holborn. A few more stops to go and we'll be at our destination. And if you're coming to Arsenal Football Club, you want to get to Holloway Road Station first, but these are always the exciting moments. Stadiums I haven't been to for a very long time. I have been to the Emirates before, pre-YouTube, but here we go. Look, always the best part is walking up to the stadium. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the Arsenal Stadium Tour today, so I'll be telling you a bit about the club as we go around and stuff. I'm also going to be filming the Spurs Stadium Tour later, and I'm going to be doing the fan questions where I ask the rival fans about the other club. But yeah, I've got a lot of shots to get, a lot of clips to get. I'm going to try and make these montages as good as I can for you guys, so do remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. I'm in London for at least a week or two to do a load of videos, do a load of content. But look at this, Emirates Stadium. These are the videos I've been wanting to make for a very, very long time. And oh, what do we have here? A little Celtic sticker. And before the tour actually starts, I'm here about an hour early from when the tours start, and I'll tell you all about it in a bit and how you can pay for them and what times they are and stuff. But what I love about the Emirates is there's so much to see on the outside. Look, as you can see here, we have the Arsenal sign coming in across this bridge. I've had a little walk around. There's statues of Herbert, Chapman, of Thierry Henry. There's this bridge which is dedicated to someone who helped to build the stadium. I think it says this bridge is dedicated to a fan or director or visionary who helped in sort of the design and the build of the stadium. And there's all these different little banners of all the old players and stuff like that. So yeah, what I love to see is stuff on the outside of stadiums as much as on the inside as well. But there are one or two things that I would change. So there's like a few Arsenal badges up on the side of the stadium which are like peeling away a little bit, which is a bit of a shame to see for a club of this stature. But yeah, overall so far an absolutely brilliant looking stadium from the outside. Here is Herbert Chapman. Look at him overlooking the Emirates there. An absolutely legendary figure who Arsenal poached from Huddersfield Town back in 1925. He'd won a couple of First Division titles and an FA Cup for Huddersfield. He came to Arsenal and led Arsenal to their first ever silverware, winning one FA Cup and then 2 First Division titles. And he apparently really turned the club around. He sadly died suddenly of pneumonia in 1934, but yeah, is credited as one of the men, or one of the greatest men in the club's history, who, like I said, turned the club's fortunes around and brought silverware to this amazing club. And so yes, you'll see these signs everywhere. Stadium Tour, entrance located within Armoury Store. I think the tickets for today were £27, which is a lot for a tour, and I think it's the same at Spurs. I'll be doing Chelsea in a couple of days as well, tomorrow as well. Video will be out a few days after this one. But yeah, the stadium tours in London are so expensive, like well over 25 quid. I think you're paying about 27 quid per stadium tour. But I think today's tour is completely self-guided, which is my favourite, a self-guided tour. I can do my own filming at my own pace. I think it is anyway. The tours start in the Armoury, which is the Arsenal club shop, and I believe that there are just like set times of when you can go on the tour. There's no like time where you have to be here. Like at Spurs later on, I'm booked in for 3:30, which is surely means it's a guided tour. But yeah, today's one should be self-guided. I think you can just turn up from 10 AM till about 4 or 5 in the afternoon and just take your tour whenever you want. So get your tickets online, and then basically, yeah, just come here. The Armoury is just there by that door, which is the Arsenal club shop, and then you can start your tour whenever you want. What a glorious day, and I am currently the only one here inside the Emirates. I cannot tell you how long I have wanted to do all these tours, and it's been so hard because of COVID, but yes, here I am now at the Emirates, and you can really tell how big this place is. It is a 60,000 seater and much bigger than Highbury, their old ground where they moved from in 2006. They have been here now since 2006, and yeah, it took them a bit of a while, didn't it, to win their first trophy when they moved stadiums. I think they lost a bit of the fabric of the club moving from Highbury to the Emirates, and I think I might do a Highbury related video fairly soon where I investigate that, as well as some older stadiums in London. But yeah, I feel like they lost a bit of their identity when they moved from Highbury to the Emirates. But yeah, like I say, from here in 2006 till now in 2021, they have had some really good moments here. They've had good players like Giroud, Cazorla, Ramsey, Sanchez, to name a few, and Wenger, of course, who would have been down in the dugouts at one point as well. But yeah, I feel like this has become a bit more their home. I know it took a bit of time to bed in for them, but it cost just over about 350 mil, I think, about 390 mil, which means you can get about 2.5 of these for as much as Spurs' stadium costs for just one of Spurs' stadiums. So yeah, that just goes to show the difference between the two grounds. Like I say, there's one or two bits on the outside where the paint's falling off a little bit or whatever, which is a real shame to see, and a few of the seats do look a little bit faded up there, but still, despite that, it's an epic design and one of Britain's and England's best modern stadiums, certainly in the Premier League. And I do believe the home changing rooms are currently under renovation, so they have all the Arsenal shirts, as you can see here, in the away. But yes, look, we've got some Arsenal players right now. I don't think the squad's quite as good as the squads that I've known in my life, but here are some of the key names, of course: Pepe, Lacazette, Aubameyang, and the future Smith Rowe and Saka. I've just been down there, pitch side as well. There was actually, you may be able to see some people down there. There's some Dundee fans, Dundee FC. I was just telling them that I've been to the Dundee derby lately, and their son, young lad, had seen a few of my videos before. So when you come all the way here to Arsenal and you meet fans from Dundee, which is so funny. But yeah, no, it's always good to come on these self-guided tours. Like, you get so much time just to do your own thing. And we will be going to the museum in a bit as well, which I'm absolutely buzzing for. I love the history and the heritage of football, and I cannot wait to see inside the Arsenal museum as well. But yeah, just look at this on a day like today when it's this quiet and it's this nice, this sunny. You really cannot beat a good stadium tour. I love making these videos, so yeah, please do remember to subscribe if you're new. If you are new, you're an Arsenal fan, hello. I make videos about football clubs all around the world, so please do subscribe. Back out in front of the Armoury now, where the tour starts and where it ends as well. They start you in and then out of the club shop, like any good business. They want you to spend your money in the club shop, and they do take pics of you on the way around, like the FA Cup, and they'll try and show you those pics afterwards. I never really even take the pictures there, but there was no one really around. I thought I might as well take the pics and have a look at them at the end, but yeah, I'd never buy that stuff. It's like £10 a picture or something like that, or £20 for a set, but a really good tour. About to head to the museum. This video is not over yet. This is always my favourite part. Yeah, I love seeing the pitch, I love seeing the ground or whatever, but to see like all the trophies and that is always so exciting to me. I don't know why, a bit of a nerd for football history, but yeah, let's go to the museum. For me, it's Arsenal, Liverpool and Man United that are the three big main historic clubs of England, and all the way around the stadium you can see a lot of Arsenal's history, from Steve Bold here on the side and Pat Rice, and fan quotes and statues of legendary players like Tony Adams and Bergkamp and Thierry Henry. Absolutely love to see stuff on the outside of stadiums, like I've already said. But yeah, for me, Arsenal did lose a tiny little bit of their fabric of their club. Again, I think I mentioned that inside when they left Highbury. It'd be like Liverpool leaving Anfield or United leaving Old Trafford. For me, if you've got a stadium that's that ingrained in your club, you should develop it rather than moving somewhere new. But I don't know, you could make the case that their facilities now are way better. I'm not sure if it would have been too hard to develop that stadium where it was. Yeah, I just don't know. But currently around the other side of the stadium now for where the Armoury is, for the museum, which is just over there. Cannot wait to see inside. So a lot of you will know Arsenal from Thierry Henry and Alexis Sanchez and Arsene Wenger, Patrick Vieira, Emil Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka, but how many of you know about the founding fathers and the actual foundation of Arsenal itself? So in late 1886, a group of workmates at the Woolwich Arsenal munitions factory formed a football team. They named themselves Dial Square. What the hell? Their first match was on December 11th, 1886 against Eastern Wanderers. They won 6-0. Good start for them. Soon after, they adopted the name Royal Arsenal and spent the next few seasons using various grounds around South London, playing mostly friendly games. On the Sportsman's Ground of Plumstead Marshes, the club entered the London Senior Cup for the first time. So 1886 was when they were formed, and they were actually in South London, weren't they, before they moved north? But here we go. Let's find a little bit more about their earlier history. Royal Arsenal's first FA Cup appearance. They are now, of course, the leading winners of the FA Cup. They've won the FA Cup the most amount of times, but their first FA Cup appearance took place in 1889-90, and a run of success encouraged the club to turn professional in 1891. Their name changed to Woolwich Arsenal, and in 1893-94 they entered league football for the first time, joining what was then the second division. And there we go, look, yeah, some of the founding fathers there, and they were in the first ever league game was played at the English Football League Division 2 at the Manor Ground in Plumstead on September 2nd, 1893, and resulted in a 2-2 draw against Newcastle. That was in Plumstead there, but look, in 1913, here's a new era at Highbury. In 1913, the club moved north of the river to an iconic new home, Highbury. 2 years later, the Woolwich was dropped from the team, and the club just became Arsenal. So it was about the area they were from until, of course, they moved to North London, and there is Highbury being built. Wow, just look at that. Some of the old workers building Highbury in and around the houses of North London, as opposed to where they were formed by these guys in South London. And the museum in there was actually split into 2 parts. So you've got like one of which is the really older history of the club, and one which was the newer history of the club. But I'm going to just talk a little bit about the newer history of the club right now, because as I was in there, I wanted to chat to you about it whilst I was there. There's a bit of copyright music, so I'm going to overlay some images right now of the amount of trophies that Arsenal have won, and of course the Invincibles as well. There's a quote on on screen right now of yeah, Arsene Wenger, of what he said about the Invincibles and how he wanted to play and stuff like that. But it would be silly to come here and not mention yeah, a bit of their later history as well. Of course, I took you through a bit of their earlier history with the move from South to North London with the founding fathers, but also of course Arsenal got to the Champions League final in 2006. They were, yeah, the Invincibles as well in more modern times, and they've obviously won the most FA Cups out of any team as well in the entire of England. So yeah, an unbelievable club with some amazing history and some amazing culture, and the staff working on the tour and museum really made it today. They were so friendly, from the people in the tour and the people in the shop in the armory all the way to the people in the museum. They all knew their stuff and they were all so nice and so friendly, and all said hello and do you need any help or whatever. So yeah, recommend the Arsenal tour. It's 27 quid, so yeah, make sure you get out a small loan for it from your bank. But yeah, do come and do it. It is absolutely tremendous. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to hit that like button. I'll leave some videos on screen right now. The Asking Arsenal and Spurs fans about each other should be out right now, so yeah, if it is, they'll be on screen, so please do click on them to carry on watching, and subscribe if you're new. If you are new, I'm here in London for the Football Content Awards and to do a load of content. I make football content from all clubs all around the world. It'd really be great to see you around here a little bit more often. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.